We continue on USDToreros.com, and congratulations are in order. And again, just midway through the season right now, but head coach Ron Caragher is with us, coming off a great road victory against Jacksonville last weekend. Coach, congratulations. That win becomes huge for this season because now you're right back in that title hunt. Big game coming up this week against Dayton, but congratulations.
Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it. Yeah, as the team knows, one game at a time, and we've got a big one this week. The Dayton Flyers come to town, and just have so much respect for their program and what they've done over the years. And this year's team seems to have found their stride, winning the last 3 games. So we know they're coming out to San Diego, and they're excited and focused, and we'll get their best shot.
It's always a good rivalry game here. We'll talk about Dayton in a second, but to go back to Jacksonville, this is a team that has been at the top of the conference, as you have been over the last several years, but to go there, get a win on the road means so much. Take us through that ball game.
It definitely was a big win. Going back there, cross country, we knew we needed to play well in all 3 phases, and starting with the kicking game, they had 2 dynamic returners, guys that can take it all the way back, and so we had to be very sound in our coverage and our protection for the punter and whatnot. So special teams really stood out. Ernie Collins came through, big kick towards the end. Defensively, played such a solid game throughout. A great first half, didn't let them cross the 50, and then played very well in the second half. And then offensively, we moved the ball enough, we put some points on the board, and so really all 3 phases came together like we need to do to be the team we aspire to be. So I was really pleased. It was a team win. It was fun to do it. It made a long trip coming home better. Haven't come up with that win, but it was a nice win for the program.
And you mentioned Ernie Collins there, named this week Special Teams Player of the Week in the Pioneer Football League. You know, you've been to Jacksonville and have gotten beat on some very large kicks. He made a couple on the weekend. Special Teams Player of the Week.
That's well deserved because he did what we needed to do. We really pinned the ball down in the corner, so the fielder, I was going to say, the returner, didn't have the whole field. He was really limited, and did a great job of that, kicking it deep into the end zone, and then just coming through on it. Really, the game clinching or sealing, if you will, putting us up 3 scores in the 4th quarter with that 44-yard field goal.
Take us through Mason Mills' contest. Here's a guy who threw 3 touchdown passes, and here's a guy who, at times been up and down this year, but the last couple of weeks has looked great.
He has. He's going through the progression properly. He's not trying to force things. We tell them, don't have to make things happen every play. Hey, get it, even if a check down sometimes is a great play, checking it down to our running backs if it's covered downfield. And Mason understands that, and really, so he's been solid. He's thrown accurate, catchable passes, and he's found the open receivers in the defenses. So really, I'm pleased with that. Being the quarterback, you're running our offense, you're making the calls out there, the audibles, the check system, and just pleased with how he's played in the last few weeks, particularly.
You and I have discussed the running back rotation here, and you've got 4 great running backs that you've been able to utilize this year. Tell us about Dallas Kessman, who the last couple of games out has really been moving up.
Well, pleased with how a young redshirt freshman Dallas has come along. He's a physical runner, he's a downhill runner, and when I say that, I mean he's going to finish forward for extra yard or 2 at the end of a run. He's not going to get tackled and knocked backwards, and I like that. Dallas is explosive. He can hit a little gap in a hole, and he can go north and south and make a play. And I thought, going back to the Jacksonville game, Dallas made some guys miss towards the end of the game to convert those 2nd and long, in one case 2nd and 15. He burst through for a big run to convert for a first down, and that was huge in our 4th quarter time-consuming drive. So really pleased with how he's come along. And then the other group of running backs. It's nice to have depth at that position because you can run physically and know that you've got some guys who can come in and play. And our guys are good in all 3 phases, not just running the ball, pass protecting, receiving the ball out of the backfield. So they're a good threat. I think, the saying, iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. Those guys push each other and make each other better. So real pleased with that group.
All right, now let's go to Dayton. This series all time has been dominated by the Flyers. So no need for motivation coming into this ball game. You've always played them so well. You've gotten the upper hand the last couple of years, but the season series, the all-time series, certainly goes to them.
Definitely. I tell the team they've won 14 of the 19 times the schools have played, and they've won 10 of the 19 championships in the Pioneer Football League play. Definitely the team. team, if you will, of the Pioneer Football League during its existence. So our guys respect that program, know they have good football players, they're well coached, very sound in what they do, and we know we have to come out and play a really, really good, solid game in all three phases to be able to beat the Dayton Flyers.
Coming off the championship season, you'll get them at home this year. You snapped a 16-game win streak for Jacksonville on the road. You come back home to defend a 10-game winning streak at home of your own.
Yeah, definitely. But our guys, hey, this. It's one game at a time. We know we just hone in, focus, do what we need to do this week, and take care of business. And then when hopefully you look back at the end of the season, you've played real well, and hopefully that's when the rewards can come. But our guys know we can't look too far ahead or look too far behind, for that matter. Got a big one on Saturday.
All right, Saturday night we'll see you under the lights at USDToreros.com. Come out, Toreros Stadium, Dayton Flyers in town. Coach, good luck. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it.
Head coach Ron Caragher. We continue on right here, USDToreros.com.